Good afternoon, everyone. This is your announcer, Paul Sagamore, welcoming you to another edition of Chao Racing 2016. At this time, we'd like to present the 4 countries qualifying for the month of June for the annual Chao Racing Tournament Champions, consisting of the United Kingdom, Brunei, Mexico, and Portugal. So the winners of each of those countries will represent the respective nations for the 2016 Chao Racing Tournament Champions. And then we'll hand over the mic to Brian Jennings in Kansas City, Missouri, for another exciting edition of Chao Racing 2016 here in the U.S. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road. First stop is the United Kingdom, where we have our defending champion Patrick Stevenson, Stephen Yorkshire, Cody Jenkins, and Samuel Willis. So for the past 2 years, it was Patrick Stevenson who dominated over the 24th Chao United Kingdom. Will he make it 3 wins in a row this year? We'll find out soon enough. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. Patrick Stevenson looking for his 3rd consecutive title for Chao Racing United Kingdom. Right now, number 7 has the lead, with Cody Jennings having the best position so far in 2nd place. And it looks like number 8 is going to win, so he will be left behind the crowd. And right now, number 1 is joining along for survival, as our 2-time defending champion, Patrick Stevenson, wins the winning toss. He got all the way on that one, and he repeats as UK World Champion for the 3rd consecutive year. So he's going back to the Chao Racing Tournament Champions. He's been to Denmark, Toronto, and now Madrid, Spain. Let's hope the 3rd time will be the charm for Patrick Stevenson and the Tournament Champions, as number 7 expected to close on the Speed Plus 4 race and won in 2nd place. Alright, so we'll see Patrick Stevenson in the 2016 Tournament Champions for another chance to become Chao Racing Supreme Champion. They've done it 2 times. Will they get 3? We'll find out at the end of the year. Right now, we want to present Chao Racing Brunei World Championship qualifying, featuring Mija Kendricks, Roland Koniba, Tetra Hedgehog, and Dan Lewis. Yes, it's a 4-way rematch, and this could be an exciting turn of events for any of those 4 Chao. So let's see what happens here. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place. So last year it was Mija Kendricks who dominated over the 4 guys right now. Who will win this round? We'll find out soon. Right now, number 2 is in the lead, and number 7 is going to rest. So he's expected to be left behind in the competition. Right now it is Tetra Hedgehog who has the best position so far, with 2nd place. The 4 Chao are pushing the balls to your side, as the first superstar gets beat is number 1! Who got on that one? That's a good speed bus right there. And he is expected to wind up in 1st place. That means this race will go to the next best standing of our 4 Chao, which is going to be decided on his next speed bus. And with the speed bus, Dan Lewis is going to the Chao Racing Tournament Champions for Brunei. He won this round, and now he has a chance to become Supreme Champion for Brunei. We'll see Dan Lewis in the Tournament Champions later on this year, and we'll be right back with Mexico and Portugal. So stay tuned, the fun is just getting started. Next up for Chao Racing Mexico's Championship, we have Amy Westman, George Sanchester, Olivia Garten, and Daryl Farmer. Which Mexican's gonna be our participant this year? We're about to find out right now. Please start the race. Okay, Amy Westman made it to the Tournament Champions last year in Toronto. Who's gonna represent Mexico this year in Madrid, Spain? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, it looks like Daryl Farmer has the lead, followed by number 8 and number 1. Ooh, the competition is heating up, as the 4 Chao pushes the balls to the other side of the rainbow path. And who will get the winning toss of this race? We're about to find out right now. It's number 2 who gets the winning toss. That's who. And he dominates over the lead over the 4 Chao right now. And he will wind up in first place on the pack. There he is, jumping up and down. So this race will go to the next back standing, as the next previous win made by number 8, who takes some second place over behind number 2. So the third place is Daryl Farmer, who wins the Mexico World Championship. He is the new Mexico World Champion, and he's going to represent Mexico in the 2016 Tournament of Champions in Madrid, Spain. We wish Daryl Foster best of luck in the Tournament of Champions this year. So all that's left is Portugal, where we have 4-time defending champion Ira Carrara taking on Sergio Carlos, Varric Pond, and Jarek Stern. Okay, let's stand down to the pole course one more time, and then we'll join Brian Shannix in Kansas City, Missouri. Let's have a Chao race! Okay, so Ira Carrara has been dominating Portugal for the past 4 years. Will anybody be able to stop her this year? Or will Ira Carrara continue her dynasty with a 5th consecutive title? We'll find out soon enough. And right now, number 1 is going to rest, so he will be left behind the crowd. Right now, it looks like Jarek Stern has the lead, following in a close second by number 2. As the first superstar that gets beat is number 8. And he got all the way on that one. And he's expected to wind up in first place. He wind up in first place this year. So who's gonna represent Portugal in the Tournament Champions for close second? It's gonna be Sergio Carlos over Jarek Stern and Ira Carrara. As number 7 closes up the speed by score in the qualifying section. So Sergio Carlos is going to represent Team Portugal in this year's Tournament Champions. And we will join Brandon Shannings after we find out about this. Well, that's it for our June qualifying session this month. And now, we proudly present We Cross at You on Chao Racing 2016 in the US from Kansas City, Missouri, with your fabulous royal host, Mr. Brandon Shannings. Hello, Kansas City. We're in for a royal treat this week. And how do your fans know? Welcome to Chao Racing 2016 We Cross Action. It's going to be a royal good time here in Kansas City, Missouri. So let's get to it. Paul, tell us who we have for our first race. Alright, starting on week 12 here in Kansas City, Missouri, is a 2-time world champion, Jason Hill, along with Chris Nelson, Adrian Rogetta, and everyone's favorite superstar, the metal fusionist, Chao Pickles. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go with week 12 here in Kansas City, Missouri, home to our defending champion, Kansas City Royals, who is very proud and royal indeed. And so are all of our Chao Racing superstars this week. But which superstars are going to earn victorious with a royal victory? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like Jason here and Adrian Rogetta are dancing. And there goes Chris Nelson. He has command of the lead over the 4 Chao. He is right on his tail. Chao Pickles is catching up to him in second place. And who will get the winning toss of this race? It will be number 2. He gets the winning toss of week 12's action here on Chao Racing 2016. And right now, Jason here and number 1 are heading for the water, trying to gain some ground over the competition right now. As Speedbus number 2 we made by the Metal Fusionist, Chao Pickles, now catching up to Chris Nelson in second place. Chao and Chris are battling for second place right now. Number 7 is in the lead over the 8 Chao, and number 8 is getting left behind in the competition. As the next Speedbus belongs to, in just moments, next Speedbus belongs to Adrian Rogetta, who's trying to catch up with Jason Hill and Chris Nelson in the freeway battle for second place. Third place. Right now it is number 8, who is way behind in the competition. But I don't think we'll get any Speedbus now and Chris Nelson will get a turn now. Now battling with Jason Hill for third place. Right now it is ChaoEmperor who has the best standing so far with second place. Number 7 still trying to defend the lead, and he tosses forward. As the next speed bus we made by Adrian the Jedi. That's his second speed bus of the race. And right now number 8 is getting behind in the competition still. He's going to be left behind for sure. I don't think he'll get any speed bumps every now and then. Next bus belongs to number 1, who's trying desperately to catch up with the crowd. And it looks like number 7 trying to defend the lead over Chris Nelson and Jason Hill. And Jason Hill is one of us. That means Chris Nelson will have command as number 7 gets a turn now. Still trying to defend the lead over Chris Nelson, who is in second place right now. And it looks like number 7 is going to hold on for the victory. That means this race will go to the next back standing, which is going to be Chris Nelson. As ChaoEmperor takes the next speed bus, he won't have enough distance to pass Chris Nelson in time. Chris Nelson's going to win this one with second place. And number 8 is getting left behind. He can't forget about this race. And it looks like number 7 is going to wind up in first place. So in second place is Chris Nelson, who holds on ChaoEmperor in a hurry. As Adrian and Joe close on speed bus with his third speed bus on the race. Alright, Chris Nelson with second place gets the victory. He was losing for a while, but now he's back on track. And we are back with more. Do not go away. Alright, tell us what we have next. Race number 2 will feature the license to drive Alvin Heaton, our defending champion Walter Craigson, Thomas Linklater, and OJ Upton. OJ Upton for short. Here's a look at the lineup for this race. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And let's have a Chao race! They're off and running with the next group of participants this week here in Kansas City, Missouri. As the fourth Chao approaches the first obstacle of the course, that's the palm trees, where they bring down that coconut shaped fruit. And here comes the coconut shaped fruit, waiting for the participants to eat the fruit. And there goes Alvin Heaton. He will have command on the lead. By now, Walter Quickson, our defending champion, is right on his tail in second. And it looks like these Chao will be heading for the water as number 8 wins the opening toss. But that was a pure pity right there. He's still going to be left behind on the pack. By now, Alvin Heaton is heading for the water. And I think Walter Quickson has took a shortcut. I'm not sure. But anyway, speed bus number 2 we made by OJ Upton, or OJ Upton for short, as he tries to bend over the other side with Chao in a hurry. Right now it is numbers 1, 2, and 8 who are battling in a freeway battle for dear life. As the next speed bus we made by Thomas Linklater, who sits in an easy third place behind Alvin Heaton. And yes indeed, Walter Craigson, our defending champion, has took a shortcut. He wants to have a shot at his second straight title at the end of the season, but we'll find out soon enough. Next for us belongs to number 2, as we pass the 1 minute mark. Number 2 still need a lot more help if he wants to stay in the game for sure. Right now, Alvin Heaton is in second place, and Thomas Linklater is safely in third place. As the next was we made by number 1, who leaves number 2 in the dust. And now he's battling with number 8 for 6th place. Right now, Walter Quickson should have this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen, as we head back into number 1, who easily defends 6th place over number 8 and number 2. I don't think number 2 will get any speed bumps every now and then. Yep, he's going to push him on first, which means he's going to be left behind for sure dear life. As the next speed bumps we made by the license to drive, Alvin Heaton, as Walter Quickson secures another easy victory by the defending champion of Chao Racing USA. Great job! Alvin Heaton's going to take second place over the pack. As the next speed bumps we made by number 1, as his first speed bus race, currently leading over the 4-7 Chao. Right now, numbers 2, 7, and 8 are battling for dear life, but I don't think they'll get any speed bus every now and then. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and it will be made by OJ Upton, or OJ Upton for short. That's his second speed bus of the race. He'll wind him in third place. and Thomas Lugano will have to settle for fourth. So our defending champion, Walter Gregson, takes one step closer towards the second straight title. Yep, he shocked the world once, now he wants to shock the world again. We'll find out soon. Coming up, we have a steel curtain, but first have a look at this. Okay, Paul, who do we have next? Race number 3 will feature the steel curtain Aaron Miller, who was very impressed with his victory as a tag team participant last week. Today he will take on Cody Gisbello, Frank Fernandaro, and Larry Mamo. Good luck to these 4 participants, and please start the race! Okay, so will Aaron Miller get another 5 victory? We'll find out soon enough. Aaron Miller was losing for a while, but he was very impressed with last week's victory. Now he wants to get back above the 500 mark in his win-loss record for the 2016 season. We'll find out soon enough. Right on the 4th, Chao gonna eat the food, and there goes the steel curtain Aaron Miller. He has the lead over the 4th Chao right now, and what will he be doing? It looks like he is heading for the water as the first superstar gets beat is number 1, who is way behind in the competition right now. He got all of it on that one, but he's still way behind in the competition. Right now, Aaron Miller, the steel curtain, swimming like crazy. And he should have the lead on the 4th Chao, as number 1, who desperately needs some help, gets back-to-back speedways to start the race. Right now, number 2 is way behind in the competition. And it looks like number 1 was pausing for a moment. As the next speedways we made by Cody Gisbello, who easily dominates 3rd place on the best and back. Right now it is Frank Fernandaro, who is safely in 2nd place. Number 7 Cody leads over the 4th Stuart Chao. As the next person we made by number 1. As the 3rd time on the last 4 speedways that number 1 has got it. We passed the 1 minute mark, and now he has the lead over the 4th Stuart Chao. Right now, number 2 is getting left behind. He's going to need a couple of speedways to get back in this one, and this is the first of them. Will we get some more? We'll find out soon enough as he catches up with the other Stuart Chao. Meanwhile, Aaron Miller continues to dominate over his opponents as he approaches the wall. I think Aaron Miller will get an easy victory. He currently leads over Frank Fernandaro, who's safely in 2nd place right now. As the next speedways we made by Larry Mamo, and down he goes. That's going to cause the steering damage. He currently sits in 4th place on the back. And right now, numbers 2 and 8 are battling for dear life, and they won't be able to get any more speedways every now and then. And who will get the next command speedways? It is Frank Fernandaro. He leaves Cody Gisbello in the dust. Right now, Aaron Miller is trying to defend the lead over Frank Fernandaro, and I think he will. I think Aaron Miller is going to hold on for an easy victory. As the next person we made by number 8, who easily leads on the 4th Chao as he battles with Larry Mamo for 4th place on the pack. Right now, numbers 2 won't be able to catch up with the pack in time. He's going to remain last place. As number 8 takes back-to-back speedways, you can tally up a win for the steel curtain Aaron Miller. He jumps back above the 500 mark after a couple of straggling losses. So he's back up the 500 mark. Right now, numbers 2 and 7 are battling for dear life. Number 7 seems like he's winning over the battle as he is spending the close out of the speedway race. That will leave number 2 in dead meat here. Frank Fernandaro came in 2nd, Cody Gisbello takes 3rd, and the steel curtain Aaron Miller is back above the 500 mark after a couple of straggling losses. That's right, and we're right back with more. Do not go away. Alright, we've seen plenty of action so far this week, so who do we have next, Paul? Well, let me tell you that race number 4 will feature 2 of the Miller brothers. John Miller, the newest member, and Dave Miller of the Miller Traders, along with Stephen Robinson and Raymond Hill. Good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory, and please start the race! And it looks like Stephen Robinson is going to rest. That will give John and Dave Miller and Raymond Hill the opening edge. Will happen in the early run, and John Miller's possibly one. So it's Dave Miller versus Raymond Hill to find out who will have the upper hand on those two. And now both Chao are going to eat the food, and Dave Miller's casting. And there goes Raymond Hill. He has full command of the lead. He has the upper hand on the Ford Chao. Right now, the other Chao are trying to desperately to catch him in a hurry. And it looks like some Chao are heading for the water as the first superstar against Peepers is number 8, who's trying to defend 6th place over number 2 and number 7, who are battling for dear life. Let's watch numbers 2 and 7. These two Chao are battling for dear life. These two Chao are getting left behind the pack. Looks like number 2 is winning over the battle for dear life, as speed bus number 2 will be made by number 1, who easily leads on the 4-7 Chao, coming 6th and 5th place on the pack. And right now it is Dave Miller who has a commanding lead over Steven Robinson, who's safely in 2nd place. We passed the 1 minute mark as the next progress will be made by Raymond Hill, who's trying to catch up with the other superstars in 4th place. And right now, guess who is losing the battle for dear life? Number 8 is leaving number 7 in the dust. I don't think number 7 will get any more speed boosts every now and then. Next progress belongs to Steven Robinson, who's trying to defend 2nd place over John Miller, and he made the pass. Right now, Dave Miller is safely in the lead as he approaches the home stretch. I think he should be able to get an easy victory. He has 9 wins so far, and this will be his 10th if he survives the top 1. As number 1 takes another turn, leading number 4 to Chao still, and number 7 is getting left behind in the competition. As Raymond Hill takes another turn, that's his 2nd speed boost of the race, currently catching up with John Miller in a hurry. But I don't think any of them will be able to catch up to Dave Miller. He's going to get his 10th win of the season. As number 7 takes the next speed boost, Dave Miller is the first superstar to accumulate 10 wins for the 2016 season. So he's the first to get 10 wins on the board. And we have just enough time for one more speed boost of this race, and it will be made by Raymond Hill, who barely holds out John Miller for 3rd place. Steven Robinson came 2nd, and Dave Miller has 10 wins. He is first to achieve double-digit wins on his board. That's right, congratulations to Dave Miller, and we'll be right back with more. Do not go away. Okay, let's find out who is next, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. That's right, race number 5 will feature Chris Monacos, Alan Holmes, Zach Allison, and Jeff Norris. Yeah, we pay tribute to all the world aspects of Kansas City, including the World Series champions, Kansas City Royals. This should be very interesting. And please start the race! Here we go. And it looks like Jeff Norris is scored by, so he will be left behind in the crowd. And Chris Monacos is blazing wild down the aisles for the track. He's going to eat the food, and there he goes, busting down the line. He is leaving the competition in the dust. He has an easy lead over the competition right now. Can anybody catch up to Chris Monacos? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar against Peepers is number 8, who desperately needs some catching up to do, and he's battling over land. Right now, numbers 1 and 2 are both getting left behind, and it looks like number 2 is taking the water. That means number 1 will be in dead meat here. As Peepers number 2 will be made by Jeff Norris, who's trying to battle over Zach Allison and Alan Holmes in the back. Right now, it is Chris Monacos, who has a dominating performance over the Ford Chao right now. As the next progress will be made by number 1, who desperately needs some catching up to do. And now he's battling with Alan Holmes for 6th place. Right now, number 8 is way behind in the competition right now. We passed the 1 minute mark, and I don't think he'll get any more speed boosts every now and then. Next progress belongs to number 7, who dominates over the 4-Silver Chao, and Alan Holmes, leaving the other Silver Chao in the dust. And right now, number 1's getting left behind in the competition, and number 2 pauses for 1. So he is expected to drop down to last place over the 8 Chao at the current moment, as the next speed boost will be made by Jeff Norris. That's his 2nd speed boost of the race. should have an easy second place right now. Chris Fanacos, meanwhile, is scoreless, but he should have a commanding victory. He should be able to get up to 10 wins for his 2016 season debut, as number 1 gets the number turned as his second speed bus of the race, and now he is battling with number 2 for dear life. These two Chao are battling for survival. I don't think either one will get a speed bus every now and then. They'd have no chance at all. As the next speed bus we made by number 8. That's his second speed bus of the race. And now that'll be enough to take the lead over the force of Chao. And you can tie up another win for Chris Fanacos. That race was all too easy for newcomer Chris Fanacos. He improves to 10 wins. And he should be still tied with Dave Miller for the best win-loss record of the season. Great job, as our home spent the close on the speed bus for the race, and number 2 can just forget about this race. Alright, Chris Fanacos now has 10 wins, just like Dave Miller has. That's right, and we will be approaching halftime after we find out about this. Okay, Paul, we'll be at the halfway point of week 12 after race number 6. You said it, Brennan, and it will feature one half of the Days Brothers, Kenny Days, the Bobby Mater, Bobby K, the Computer Wizard, Peter Foles, and the fabulous Ramon Shante. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, please start the race. Alright, as we approach halftime here in beautiful Kansas City, Missouri, we're in for a royal treat. As these 4 participants head towards the first obstacle of the Emerald course, and that's the palm trees. Here they come, they're going to eat the food, and it looks like Bobby K is going to have command of the lead because the other Chao are dancing. So Bobby K will have full command, as the first superstar gets beat is one half of the Days Brothers, Kenny Days. And I think Bobby K has took a shortcut. He made his race look nice and easy. He's dominating over the Ford Chao right now. But I think Ramon Shante took a shortcut too. Yep. So he's going to be in second place behind Bobby K as speed bus number 2 we made by number 8. And that'll be enough to lead over the Ford Chao. Right now, number 1 is getting left behind of the competition. Number 1 really needs to get back in this one. He needs a lot of speed to get back in this one. But let's get back to number 8. He dominates over the Ford Chao at the current moment. Back in fun, the Bobby Mater, Bobby K has a commanding lead with Ramon Shante sitting in at an easy second place. As the next speed bus we made by number 1, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then, and he will make the pass from number 2. That means number 2 will be in dead meat here. Meanwhile, Kenny Days and Peter Foles are battling for 3rd place in the pack. And down goes Peter Foles. That should give Kenny Days some time to rumble as we head back into number 1, which makes it 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 8 and number 1. Right now, numbers 2 and 7 are getting left behind in the competition. As the next speed bus we made by Kenny Days. That's his second speed bus of the race, but I think he's going to wind up in 3rd place, and he probably has one more. Looks like Bobby K is going to easily hold off Ramon Shante to secure an easy victory over the pack. Yep, the Bobby Mater, Bobby K gets another fabulous victory over Ramon Shante. As number 8 takes the next to Beaver, still dominating the Ford Chao, and he is doing a pretty good job. And right now, numbers 2 and 7 won't be able to catch up in time, as number 7 spent the close out the speed bus for the race. But I think it's going to wind up in last place. Ramon Shante takes an easy second, and Kenny Days will wind up in 3rd place. So it's the Bobby Mater, Bobby K, who gets the number 53. That makes 6 wins in his 13 races so far. But he's still a long way to go. Now we're at halftime. We'll be right back with the second half after the break. Okay, we had our halftime break here in Kansas City, Missouri. So let's proceed to the second half of week 12. And Paul's going to tell us all about it. Banks number 7 will feature Glenn Murray. That was the Master Gavano. Chris Schneider, one half of the Go-Getters. And Eric Rothby, who is one half of our 4th place team from last year's tag team match. Please start the race. Alright, here they come, listening down the line. It looks like Dallas Master Gavano and Glenn Murray are battling for the lead at the current moment. As the 4 Chao poster palm trees. Here comes that coconut shaped fruit. And reminder that it is anybody's game here in Chao Racing 2016. No matter where we film, every race should be an exciting one. And there goes Glenn Murray. He has command on the lead over the 4 Chao right now. As the 4 Chao approach the bridges, it looks like Dallas Master Gavano and Eric Crosby are heading for the water. As the first superstar gets viewers to start of the second half is Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters. He and Glenn Murray are taking the bridges. Trying to get some attention here. Right now, numbers 1 and 2 are getting left behind in the competition. As both of these Chao heading for the water. It looks like number 1 seems to be the better flyer of the 2 Chao. As Speedbus number 2 we made by number 8, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then. But I think he's still in last place. Right now it is Glenn Murray, who is leading over Dallas and Master Gavano at the moment as they push the top of the hill. And Eric Crosby's going to rest. So he's going to have a lot of catching up to do after his snap. As we head back into number 8, he is expecting to move up the planes because Chris Schneider is going to rest. So Chris Schneider is going to be left behind on the competition. He's going to need a couple more speedboats to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. Will we get some more? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, it is Glenn Murray, who's trying to defend the lead over Dallas Master Gavano, who is safely in second place. Will Glenn Murray hold off Dallas Master Gavano for the victory? We'll find out soon enough. Back to Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters, which would make it 2 in a row, 2 in a row for number 8 and Chris Schneider. He is leaving and he's pausing for a moment. So he is expected to drop down back to last place of the 8 Chao as the next race we made by Glenn Murray. And he doesn't need to go to rest. He wakes up immediately and he keeps the lead over Dallas the Master Gavano. Good call. Dallas the Master Gavano would be a miracle to make the pass from Glenn Murray. But I think Glenn Murray is going to hold on for the victory. As the next speed burst we made by Chris Schneider. That's his 4th speed burst in the race. Still leaving number 2 in us. And he is expected to move up a couple of places because a couple of Chao are going to rest. And as number 2 takes speed burst trying to stay alive, it looks like Glenn Murray is going to finally add a number W to his column. Glenn Murray holds off Dallas Master Gavano to seal the victory. That makes win number 4 in his 13 races so far. He's starting to head back onto my track as number 8 spending the close out the speed burst for the race. He is leaving number 1 and number 2 in the dust. So Glenn Murray got another easy victory after a couple weeks of losing. That's right, he's starting to head into the right direction. Let's see how long it will last. Coming up, we have the Haunching Master ready to dance. But first, let's have a look at this. Okay, who's the next one to be coordinating here? Race number 8 will feature the Haunching Master F.I. Kingsley, Christopher Walker, last year's runner-up Gary Coles, and Nick Gimmick, who partnered with Jason Hill to win the 2014 Tag Team title around the Go-Getters. Let's see what happens here. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! And then Flying King is going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Let's watch Christopher, Gary, and Nick. These 3 will be battling for the lead, as these 3 head into the first obstacle of the yellow course. That's the palm trees, where they're going to bring down that coconut-shaped fruit. Now they're pushing the coconut fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit. And who will have command on the lead? It looks like Gary Coles will have command on the lead, following in a close second by Christopher Walker. As number 2 wins the winning toss this time around. And he was dancing, but now he's about to move up a couple of places, at least. And right now, guess who's way behind in the competition? It's number 8. He's getting left behind in the competition, as Nick Gimmick will have speed burst number 2 of this race, trying to battle over Gary Coles. They should be battling for the lead at the current moment. Gary Coles and Nick Gimmick, and there goes Gary Coles! He's flying down the aisles. That will give him some advantage. Well, he taunts for more, but she should still have the lead over the Ford Chao. As the next bus we may buy, Christopher Walker, who is battling with number 1 for 3rd place, and he easily passes him, now battling with Nick Gimmick, and number 7 Paul's falling. So he's feeling left behind in the competition. We passed the 1 minute mark, and who will get the next speed bus of this race? It's going to be number 1 who gets it, leaving Yellow Silver Chao and F1 Kingsley in the dust. Right now it is Gary Coles, who's leading over Christopher Walker with a little room to spare. Can Christopher Walker make a miracle comeback, or will Gary Coles hang on to the lead? We'll find out in just a matter of moments. Next bus belongs to Nick Gimmick. That's his second speed bus of the race, currently catching up with number 1 for 4th place. And guess who really needed some help from the crowd? It's the Harlem Chain Master, F1 Kingsley. He's approaching well. Will he get the speed bus in time? Oh yes, he will. And look at that. He really needs that speed bus. He's moving up a couple of places, so he's back in this one. But I think Gary Coles is going to hold on easily over Christopher Walker. As the next bus we may buy, just amount more. Next bus we may buy, number 2. That's his second speed bus of the race. Now catching up with number 1 for 3rd place. And right now, guess who's battling for deal lot? It's number 7 and 8. As F1 Kingsley and Nick Gimmick are battling for 5th place of the pack. And as number 7 takes the next command of speed bus, looks like Gary Coles is going to hold off on the easy victory. Yep. Gary Coles secures the number easy victory. He's back on the right track for his second chance of becoming the world champion for 2017. He was runner-up in 2016 World Championship, but now he's starting to head into the right direction for his second chance at all the glory. Well done. As number 2 expected to close on speed bus for the race, he'll wind up in 4th place on the pack. Alright, so Gary Coles gets another win after a couple of losing weeks. That's right, he's starting to feel in the groove. We'll find out soon enough. And we'll be right back with Steve Wingband after we find out about this. Alright, Paul, our royal coronation continues this week with race number 9. That's right, and it will feature Iron's fabulous warrior Steve Wingman, New Jersey Devil John Stevenson, Casey Bakersfield, and Harold Miller of the Miller Traders. And still to come, we'll be cordially invited to our royal main event. Alan Heaton Jr. looks to repeat as Superstar of the Week over his opponents. Meanwhile, Antonio Bennett returns to the main event this week in hopes of his 3rd and final of his 3 limited Superstar of the Week honors. So our main event should be an exciting one. That's still to come on Week 12's action this week. But right now, let's proceed to race number 9. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. Alright, here comes the next group of participants. It is Iron's Fabulous Warrior, along with the Jersey Devil, a cute little fellow, and 1/2 of the Miller Traders, who will be battling in this next race. Which one of them will prevail in this one? We'll find out in just a matter of minutes. Right now, these 4 Chao are going to eat the fruit, and it looks like John Stevenson's going to have command in the lead, leading over Casey Bakersfield as the first Superstar against Speedbus is number 1, and he just barely got the speed bus in time. Right now, John Stevenson, Casey Bakersfield, and Steve Wingman are all heading for the water, as number 8, who also is heading for the water, takes speed bus number 2 of this race. Meanwhile, numbers 1 and 7, who are way back in the pack, battling for dear life neck to neck over a mile. As we head back into number 8, who dominates over the 4 Silver Chao along with Harold Miller. And right now it is Casey Bakersfield who's trying to defend the lead over John Stevenson. Will John Stevenson make the pass? We'll find out soon enough. Next for us belongs to number 7, who's trying to defend dear life over number 1. Right now it looks like he has the upper hand of number 1. Number 1's getting left behind. It's battle between numbers 1, 2, and 7, along with Harold Miller for dear life. One of them's going to get the next command of speed bus. We passed 110, and who's going to get the next speed bus? It's number 7. He keeps command of speed bus. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for numbers 8 and number 7. Pretty good signing, huh? Meanwhile, Steve Wickman has catch up to Casey Bakersfield. These two are going to be battling for the wall as number 2 takes the next command speed bus. And now he is leaving the yellow competitors in the dust. And number 7 crosses one. So he is expected to drop down to last place over the 8 Chao right now. And who will get the next command speed bus? It's back to number 1. And look at that. He moves up a place. And by now Steve Wingman has reached the lead over John Stevenson. Can Steve Wingman hold on to the lead? We'll find out soon enough. Back to number 1. That's his first speed bus of the race. As he moves up to third place of the pack, it looks like Steve Wingman, our fabulous warrior, is going to end his losing streak tonight. I think he should be able to hold off John Stevenson in a hurry. Yep, he is going to do it right over there this week. As Howard Miller on the military takes the next speed bus, Steve Wingman's going to finally get another win on his sport after a couple weeks. Steve Wingman, our fabulous warrior, pulls off John Stevenson at number 1 to secure an easy victory. So Steve Wingman is back on the right track, and we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and then we may by number 2, who leaves number 7 in the dust. Alright, Steve Wingman has done it. He was losing for a while, but now he is back on track for his second chance at becoming the world champion. He won him in 4th place last year. Last was the second time we tried. Back in a bit, do not go away. Alright then. We're still a couple of races away before we get to our main event. So Paul's going to tell us all about race number 10. That's right. And for race number 10, we have Joey Atkinson, Michael Garcia, Amir Jackson, and Corey Sanchez. All of these opponents are prepped up and ready to go. So good luck to them, and let's rock this place. Okay, here comes the 4th Chao, busting down the line, with Corey Sanchez easing out over the competition, having a short lead over the rainbow path. And now they're pushing the palm trees. They're going to shake the palm trees, and they're going to eat the fruit. Who's going to win this one? We'll find out soon enough. Right now it looks like Corey Sanchez has command over the 4th Chao at the current moment. And it looks like he is heading for the water as the first superstar gets beat first is number 1, who leaves Michael Garcia in the dust. Michael Garcia is getting left behind in the competition. And number 1 is going to wrestle. He is expected to drop down to last place as he takes the water over Michael Garcia. As speed bus number 2 we made by number 7, and he doesn't need a rest. He's trying to pull it off Joey Atkinson in a hurry. Right now it is Corey Sanchez trying to defend an easy lead over Amir Jackson right now. As the next bus we made by number 1. That's his second speed bus of the race. Still trying to catch up in a hurry. He's trying to leave Joey Atkinson and dead meat here. Joey Atkinson really needed some help as we passed the 1 minute mark. But who really got the next command speed bus? It's Mike Garcia, who had only 1 win so far in his 2016 season. I don't think he'll ever get a second win of this season, don't you think? Anyway, Corey Sanchez has a commanding lead as he pushes the wall. Who will get the next command speed bus? It is going to be number 2 who gets it, leaving number 1 and Joey Atkinson in dead meat here. Poor number 1 is getting alone in last place. He is way behind on the pack. He's going to need a lot of speed bus, and I mean a whole lot of speed bus, if he wants to get back in this one. This is the first of them. That's his first speed bus of the race, but he's still way behind in the competition. And back up in front, Amir Jackson's rapidly catching up to Corey Sanchez, but I think Corey's going to hold on for the victory. Next bus belongs to number 7, and he leaves the yellow competitors in the dust. And right now, number 1 is still way behind in the competition, and he's going to miss. So he's going to be all on the last place, left behind in dead meat. As he takes his 4th speed bus of the race, still way behind the competition, Corey Sanchez beats out Amir Jackson to secure another easy victory. He's starting heading in the right direction now. As number 1, who still really need a lot of help, started to close this one out with back-to-back speed bus. He passes number 2, and he will have a total of 5 speed bus for this race. Emilio Jackson came in second, and Michael Garcia will have to settle for third. So it's Corey Sanchez who prevailed this race. Congratulations, Corey Sanchez, and we'll be right back with Tommy Days all ready to go after the break. So stay tuned. We'll be in for a world treat soon. Okay, only a couple more races left before we get to our main event. Paul, who do we have first? First up for race number 11, we have Big Cherry Tommy Days, Fred Harrison, Charles Sung Watson, and the 2014 Rising Stars champion, Steve Waymore. Who's gonna win this joust? We'll find out soon enough. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, so this race is now underway, and then we'll get to our main event, which is sure to be royalty. Right on the 4, Chao approaching the first obstacle on the Emerald course, that's the palm trees. And Steve Waymore is pausing for a moment, trying to figure out what's going on in his strategy. Right on the other 3, Chao have shaken the trees, they brought down the coconut fruit, and who's going to be battling for the lead? It looks like Fred Harrison and Charles Sung Watson will be battling for the lead, as Fred Harrison, our leader at that point, wins the opening toss of this race. That's exciting. The leader wins the opening toss for this race. How very unusual. Welterweight number 7 is getting left behind in the competition right now. And number 8 one now heading for the water. As Fred Harrison, the young talented boy, wins back-to-back speed bus to start off race 11. Here in Kansas City, Missouri. He's in second place right now. Right now it is Charles Sung Watson, who has a commanding lead over Fred Harrison right now. As the next bus we may buy, number 8, who leaves numbers 2 and 7 in the dust. He's running away from numbers 2 and 7. Let's take a look at the competition. These 2 Chao are battling for D-line. Number 2 seems like he's winning over number 7. Number 7 is getting left behind in the competition, as number 2 wins the next command speed bus, thus leaving number 7 in Denby here. And back in front, Charles Sung Watson trying to defend the lead over Fred Harrison, rapidly catching up to him as we head back into number 2. He can forget about battling with number 7. Number 7 is getting left behind in the competition. I don't think he'll get any more speed bus than that. He's going to be left behind any possible, so he'll really be left behind in the competition. As the next speed bus belongs to number 8. That's his second speed bus of the race. And now he's battling with number 1 for the lead over the 4 Silver Chao in 4th place. Right now, number 7 wanted some speed bus, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to be left behind for sure. Next bus belongs to the 2014 Rising Stars champion, Steve Waymore, trying to hold on to Tommy Days for 3rd place. I think he'll settle for 3rd place. And it looks like Charles Sung Watson won't be able to catch up to Fred Harrison in time. Yep, Fred Harrison's going to win this one, as Steve Waymore takes back-to-back speed bus. He was spending the water in 3rd place behind Charles Sung Watson. You can tally up a win for Fred Harrison. A number 5 well-played race by the young talented boy of this newcomer. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and it will be made by number 1, who takes the lead over the 4 Silver Chao, and who won in 4th place. And number 7 can just go home. He can forget about this race. Alright, with Fred Harrison's victory, we're approaching the main event. That's my Paul. Coming up, we're into a royal treat in the main event. But first, let's see what this sponsor has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, you are cordially invited to attend Week 12's main event here in Kansas City, Missouri. Paul Sycamore is your guide for this astounding main event. Enjoy the show, folks. Paul, tell us what we have. Thanks, Monsieur Brandon. You are wonderful. It's Week 12's main event, featuring the son of the license to drive, Alvin Heaton Jr., Barry McKenna's the 2016 Rookie Stars champion, the Gangnam Style master, Garrett Dayton, and everyone's favorite next generation superstar, Antonio Bennett. And this week's royalty main event is presented this week by your Acme Farmers Markets. Acme has the latest deals that you can't find anywhere else. A good shopping experience for the family in need. Because when you shop at Acme, you're in for something fresh. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Week 12's main event for your royalty pleasure. Good luck to these 4 players on their quest for victory. Let's have a challenge! Alright, Week 12's main event is sure to be royalty, as these 4 participants burst down the aisles to hopes for the new Superstar of the Week. Alvin here Jr. did last week, and he's looking for his 2nd Superstar of the Week honors. Meanwhile, Antonio Bennett looks for his 3rd and final Superstar of the Week honors to finish his limited 3 Superstar of the Week honors. Right now, Antonio Bennett has the lead over the 4 Chao, as the first Superstar gets Bebas. On Week 12's main event presented by your Acme Markets is Barry McKenna, and he is expected to take the water along with Garrett Dayton. Right now, it is number 8 who is getting left behind in the competition. And speed number 2 of this week's main event will be made by the son of the license to drive, Alvin Eden Jr. He made a pass from Antonio Bennett, and there he goes! He's flying down the aisles. He's passing Barry McKenna's, but it looks like Garrett Dayton has took a shortcut! He has the lead right now, as Barry McKenna gets another turn. Now catching up with Alvin Jr., he was battling for 2nd place because Garrett Dayton, the Gangnam Style master, has took a shortcut. And who will get the next command speed bus? It is the next generation superstar, Antonio Bennett. Catching up with number 2 for 4th place. Right now, number 7 and 8 both really need his help. Number 8 is really way behind the pack. But who really got the next command speed bus? It's back to Barry McKenna, the 2016 Rookie Challenge winner. That's his first speed bus of the race. Now battling with Antonio Bennett for 3rd place. Meanwhile, Garrett Dayton has an impressive lead thanks to that shortcut. Will Alvin Jr. make the miracle comeback? We'll find out soon enough. Next bus belongs to number 1, and he got all there on that one. He's leaving number 7 and 8 in the dust. Right now, number 7 and 8 are battling for D-line. They're inching neck to neck way in the back. But I don't want to get a speed bus every now and then, as Alvin Jr. takes the number turn, but I don't think he'll be able to catch up to the Gangnam Style master Garrett Dayton in time. I believe Garrett Dayton's gonna finally get a win after a long-term weeks, as number 2 gets the next command speed bus, now battling with Barry McKenna for 3rd place. Looks like Alvin Jr. won't be able to catch up to Garrett Dayton in time. And that does it. Garrett Dayton is Week 12 Superstar of the Week here in Kansas City, Missouri. As Antonio Bennett will have the next command speed bus, will wind up in 5th place on the pack. Alvin Jr. comes in 2nd, and it looks like number 2 is going to wind up in 3rd place. Oh, Barry McKenna's going to wind up in 3rd place, I'm sorry. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race here in Kansas City, Missouri, and it will be made by number 8, who is singing the last place blues, and that one's a pity right there. Alright, so after a few weeks pass, you can do the Gangnam Style. Garrett Dayton wins this week's main event here in Kansas City, Missouri. We'll be right back to wrap it all up after the break. Well, that's all the time we have this week for Chao Racing 2016. A big congratulations to Week 12 Superstar of the Week, Garrett Dayton, who lets everyone do another round of Gangnam Style. Thanks to everyone who participated in this royal engagement here in Kansas City, Missouri, and we hope for another royal engagement in the near future. But until then, this is Brandon Shining signing off. Keep on smiling, have a great summer, and so long, everybody! This is Paul Secondwell signing off. Join us again for another exciting world treatment here on Chao Racing 2016. See you next week.